Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Fumilola. I'm a double board certified pharmacist. I'm a mom of two, and I'm on a journey to discover myself as a person. Uh, if you're here and you're on such a journey, I hope that we can find our way together. So, today we're going to be talking about weight loss surgery. This video is going to be divided into three or four parts because it's a long conversation, right? So, um, a little backstory. When I had my daughter in 2020, I was already overweight. You guys know I have a whole video talking about all my weight loss shenanigans on here. And maybe I'll link the video in here just so you can laugh a little bit. Where I was talking about the different weight loss things that I've done before I eventually started looking into weight loss surgery. Well, when I had my daughter, when I was going to get pregnant, my doctor said, "Oh, your weight is blah blah blah. You should lose some weight before having this baby." And I was like, "Look, woman, I've been fighting my weight since I was 17. If I want to do something, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna wait around until I get to the ideal weight before I do what I want to do. I mean, all die and I die, right?" So I went ahead and I got pregnant, and throughout that pregnancy, I tried to stay. I actually stayed the same weight from beginning of pregnancy to the end of pregnancy, which I mean, my OBGYN thought was impressive. Yes, thank you. I was still overweight, but I exercised throughout the pregnancy. I tried to get 20, 30,000 steps in every day. I was working as an intern, so I was on my feet all day. So yeah, that wasn't a bad pregnancy. The delivery or something else, that's a story for another day. So after the baby came, and my doctor and I were talking about, my weight wasn't going down. It was just, I mean, it was so hard. And she was like, "Oh, do you want me to put you on the list?" So, bariatric surgery is free in Canada if you're a resident or a citizen. But it does have a bit of a wait time. So I said, she's like, "Oh, even if I put you now, it's not like they're going to pick you in the next 1 or 2 years. You have time to think about it. And if they eventually do pick you, you say no, then I mean, you don't have to do it, just be on the list." And guys, my daughter's going to be 5. They still haven't called me from that list. So yeah, I have done a bit of research into weight loss surgery. So we're going to talk about weight loss surgery. We're going to talk about before the surgery, during the first couple of months after the surgery, and then like life after the surgery, right? So let's get into it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get a notification every time I post a video. Alrighty. So today's video, we're going to be talking about what to consider when you're deciding for or against weight loss surgery. So, first of all, there's like before they even consider you for surgery, they're gonna check a few things, right? So before they even consider you for surgery, doctor is gonna ask you a few questions. So they're gonna check your BMI. So if your BMI is over 40, or it's over 35, with other comorbidities like heart problems or other problems. Now, what's your BMI? Sorry, I just assumed everybody knew what I was talking about. That's your thing, basal metabolic index, something like that. I hope I'm correct because internet people are wicked. Anyway, so that's like your weight in kg by your height in meters square. That number that it gives you kind of gives them like a obesity range, even though there's a school of thought that things that BMI is for white people, not African people with hips and bum bum. Story for another day, guys. Oh my god, I'm digressing. Anyway, so if you're gonna do weight loss surgery, those are the first considerations they're gonna have. What is your BMI? Or if your BMI is not over 40, if it's over 35 and you have like a heart problem or like some other problems, so obesity plus comorbidities, then the doctor will consider you for it. So we have seen many people who don't have BMI up to 35 with comorbidities or BMI up to 40 and still opt for weight loss surgery. That one will probably never be covered by the government because you don't qualify for it. But I mean, a lot of people go and get it done in other places. That's going to be for later in this video. That's number one. So, are you first of all qualified to get weight loss surgery? Number one. Number two, you want to consider what type of surgery you want. So, there's different types of weight loss surgery. There's like the one that has to do with there's the balloon that they do now, right? That balloon is just like they insert something into your stomach. It's like a balloon, then they blow it up. So the whole point is that it takes a bit of space in your stomach, so it doesn't allow you to eat a lot. Of course, everything that has to do with weight loss has to do with calorie in, calorie out. So calorie deficit basically. They're trying to get you to eat a bit less and still have the same output or more output, which is why they always say combined with exercise, blah blah blah. So that's for the balloon. A lot of people have been seeing the balloons around. Adverts have been popping up. If you just Google weight loss surgery, next thing you start seeing adverts about hyaluronic balloon on Instagram and all that. So yeah, the balloon is one. Another type of weight loss. So these ones I'm talking about, they are minimally invasive. I'll say like they're temporary, right? And then we'll now go to like the bariatric surgeries that are available. So there's the balloon, and then there's what they call the band, the lap band. So that band is just like they put a band around your stomach, not like your physical stomach, like your stomach that's inside. They put a band around it, and then same thing. They try to reduce the size of your stomach so that you can eat less food and of course burn either same number of calories from before or more calories if you start to exercise. So again, calorie deficit, which is the backbone of weight loss, of course, more calorie out than calorie in. So for the band, I met someone who had the band, lost a lot of weight, and then she wanted to do like a mum bod and all that, but they refused to do the mum bod for her unless she took out the band. So she had to have bariatric surgery to keep the weight that size and then be able to get the mum bod surgery she wanted. So yeah, type of surgery that you want is important. So we're gonna now talk about the type of bariatric surgeries that they currently are in the market. Okay. So there's three major type of bariatric surgeries, even though some people say four because they add the band I talked about previously to the list. But I would say three because we're going to talk about like the ones that they actually do either take out something or cut something out. So first of all, talk about the gastric bypass. So gastric bypass, in layman terms, just means they reduce your stomach size and then they reroute your intestine. So basically, they bypass digestion, kind of. So there's more weight loss, but it also has more complications, has more complexities. You're gonna be more vitamin and mineral deprived. If that's I don't deprived is not the word I'm looking for. I'll find that word later. So yeah, it just also means that your body doesn't absorb as much. Of course, you lose a ton of weight at first and all that, but it comes with its own complexities. Then we have the sleeve gastrectomy. So in the sleeve gastrectomy, they reduce your stomach, right? That's all they do. They don't bypass your intestine, right? They reduce your stomach. They cut like I'm gonna try and see if I can include just like pictures of each of these things, just to or like a short 1 minute video clip in between. So for the sleeve gastrectomy, they just cut the stomach, so they can take like anywhere from 60 to 80, 90% of the stomach out, and leave it like a small pouch. So that's the pouch you'll be able to eat with. It's simpler, it's effective, and there's less malabsorption issues because they don't touch your intestines and all the places that absorb vitamins into your body, right? But you eat less. So I mean, like we said, calorie deficit, calorie in, calorie out. And then the last one is the biliopancreatic diversion with the duodenal switch. This one is a bit more complex, is most effective, but it has a lot of risks, and it's usually for people with BMI that is above 50. So if the BMI is above 50, the doctor will be like, oh, we're going to do this. So yes, like I said, I will talk to my editor about including like a 1 minute or a few seconds clip of each of these things so that we can like have a visual of it. So now you have decided I want to do the surgery. You have decided you and your doctor have agreed and said, okay, my BMI is in the right range for the surgery. You have now we're going to talk about you have decided the type of surgery that you want to do. Now we're going to talk about three or four major considerations that I think are important for you to consider before you get into this whole thing. So thank you for watching part one of our 3-4 part series on weight loss surgery that we're going to be talking about. Um, I would like to ask that if you guys have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section. Please remember to share this video to that friend that you know that is considering weight loss surgery and to follow on our series. Bye guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time.